What's next for Chronic Inc? Are there any exciting projects or expansions on the horizon that you want to chat about?
Yeah, absolutely. So on December 8th, we'll be soft opening our first ever US studio.
Amazing.
That's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I think the next evolution of Chronic Inc., as it stands now, is sort of like matching the globalization of the world on social media to the globalization of services for us. I think that's certainly going to be one part of a strategy. The other part of it, I think, is we're going to move it away from an entirely service business to a bit more of an e-com business. As you've seen, we've started with our jewelry line.
That's right.
I think it's important because service businesses over time generally have a declining margin. It's very unlikely that you're going to have increasing margins unless you discover a new workforce in a new geographical area.
So if you need that new workforce, you come to Talent Trellis.
I did that for you.
That's amazing. I love that.
It's true though, right? Because if you stay in one area long enough, every one of your costs are going to go up.
Yes.
If you stay there long enough, it's just nature,
it's
right?
Inflation. Yeah.
Your rents are going to go up. Your insurance is going to go up. Your supplies are going to go up. No one's going to charge you less next year for something that they charged you the year before.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, because the things are not in infinite abundance, right? It's not like they have so much overstock of anything that they can't get rid of it. Those are the only times when prices decline, right? And when those things decline, the economy is also generally matching that decline.
Exactly.
So you're not in a favorable position anyway. So if you're in a service industry, I think over time, your margins will compress.
Got it.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Right? It's just how quickly they compress and when does it become not profitable for you. And so for us, we're realizing some of those compressions because we've been a 15-year-old business. And COVID obviously, I think, jump-started even some of that even more 100%. With the wage spiral. And obviously like a different way of working, working from home, working for yourself. So like, I think it's very important to understand that the world is big, but it's more within reach than you think. Right? So like you guys are obviously an example of that, you know, like you can't be like, oh, like I'm going to start a business in Sweden. Like how? Well, no, it's actually not that hard anymore. It's not much harder than starting a business in Bowmanville.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about Bowmanville either. Sure, there's contractual law, there's like real estate law, and there's like other things that you don't know about. But learning that and harvesting a new geo area might be better for you than just trying to spin in the exact same area that you've been spinning in over and over again, because the margins won't improve if you're just 5 kilometers away.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing. And then I think being very like, don't pigeonhole your business and think like, oh, well, like I'm a hair salon, so all I'm going to do is hair and just cut hair forever. I think you have to like always zoom out and just be like, if I can wave a magic wand, what would I transform this business to be?
Got it. But I think one of the challenges some entrepreneurs are having with that is they're so caught up working in the business that they don't have the capacity to zoom out or be able to, because they're so concerned about their baby and they want to grow it themselves. They don't trust anyone else to do the work for them. So I think
you'll die.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
You'll die.
That's our biggest challenge.
It's a slow death.
Yeah.
It's like a much slower death because you're so hardworking. So you can fend off your challenges just by like sheer will. But at some point, the business structure just concaves around you.
Yes, because you are the bottleneck.
Not only the bottleneck, but you are literally holding up all of the pillars by yourself.
Yeah.
And eventually the concave is so strong, you can't fight it.
That's a really good way to look at it. I'm going to use that when I talk to our future clients. Yeah. I always, because for me, I always have to tell them, like, if you want order in your life, you have to relinquish control. And what I mean is like, you have to trust others they can do it better than you, and delegate it out, because otherwise you won't grow. Otherwise you grow.